Greetings and welcome to EnergizeUtv, Season 7, Episode number 5. Thrilled that you're here. I am Angel Marie, your frequency alchemist. And what if your light is what's draining your energy? Science shows us that authentic visibility shifts your nervous system out of stress and into regulation, boosting clarity, confidence, and creative flow. Now, that is why today we're talking about the beauty and the love of visibility isn't vanity, it's vital. And that is the important one. And then we're also going to be taking this theme from the book Ignite. And it's raise your energy in 30 seconds or less naturally so you shine with more energy, joy, and abundance. Get your copy and come along with me because I'd love to sign it and bring it to you in this beautiful signature, send it to you, and you can come along with us every week. Now, I'm really excited about today because we're going to be talking to the beautiful Veronica Bahn. And she's a dear friend, a soul sister. I'm honored to have her here today. Not only is she a two-time best-selling author, award-winning business strategist, but beyond those titles, she's a catalyst for clarity and momentum, especially for powerhouse women ready to rise. She's also a Reiki Master. I'm honored to have her here because Veronica doesn't just hold space, she sparks it, let me tell you. And then also, she's not the flame flower, she is not the flame keeper. She's the matchstick. And man, does she. She is definitely a matchstick and she gets it going. And you know what? We've got a beautiful show coming your way. There's so much more. So let's just take a deep breath right now. And you know I love the breaths. Every morning on Facebook and on Instagram, I come at you and remind you to take that deep breath and then also to drink the water. So please, let's drink now. Because we want to have that clarity. Oh, thank you everybody for coming on right now. I can see the chat fingers are already starting. Thank you so much. There's more to the show. You know what? We have our favorite for most people is the exciting crystal connection segment. And then also the energy awareness, understanding and amplifying your energy. Really stepping into what is that energy? And a top pick for so many is the Reiki energy clearing. And it's about how to step into understanding the Reiki for life. And then another fave absolutely is the energy clearing, the reset. And that's in 30 seconds or less. So stay tuned to that. And this highly requested one is the personal calibration that I'll do at the end to help calibrate everything that you've learned in today's show. And you know, because I love you so much, go ahead and be kind. And go ahead and share this with your family, your friends, because they want to ignite and get out of that stuck energy also. So go ahead and do that now. And let's just dive right into the energy awareness segment. As we move into that segment, science tells us that everything is energy. And understanding that is that it's not random. It's always moving, shifting, responding to what we think. And I love this one by this is one of my favorite guys right here is Einstein. And Einstein told us that everything in the universe is interconnected. It is also through energy, even things we can see and we can't see. Right? I mean, think about it. Everything is energy. Everything's coming out. And it's the biggest thing going right now is talking about energy. So have you ever walked into a room and your stomach drops? And that's energy. Or this is always happens to me. I think of Veronica and she calls me and she goes, So think about how you show up in a way that helps to connect into that. And you know what? When you're happy, when you're excited, that's a vibrational field. When you're sad, when you're in grief, that's also an energetic field and that people can feel it because your heart generates the body's most powerful rhythmic electromagnetic field. And most people think, it's got to be the brain. But you know what? In reality, it isn't because it's immeasurable. And it's a frequency, and all frequency what? Carries energy. Inside and all around is called the biofield. Have you ever heard that? It kind of, some people say it's kind of woo-woo, but it's kind of science too. And the thing is the biofield is real and it's measurable. And it's your own energy bubble and it's simply an electronic, and it's produced by the movement of ions in and out of the cells, your thoughts, your emotions, even your excitement and your stress. They all show up in your biofield. And some people go, well, Angel, isn't that kind of the same thing as the aura of your body? Like, here's an aura photo, and that's me. And it kind of is. I think that's more woo-woo than the biofield, but some people think that is. So it is really interesting, right, when we think about it, that we have this energy that's coming at us, and it's always emitting. And the thing is the biofield doesn't just stop. It's not like 5 feet or 6 feet. It goes out, and it goes out for it goes all the way around the world. It's energy. And that's how we're connected, by the energy. Pretty cool, huh? And now also, this emotional frequency, vibrational frequency chart, and looking at this, when we're in shame, blame, guilt, fear, trying too hard, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, we're in a lower vibration. But when we get up to that love and that joy and that grateful gratitude, that peace and compassion, it brings the vibration up. And some people will ask me, well, Angel, I know that you're diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, neuropathy in my hands and my feet, and also Epstein-Barr. I'm in chronic pain all the time. How are you in that vibration? And it's not here. No, it's not raising always in that physical. It's what? It's being in grateful gratitude. It's being in that peace, compassion, that joy, that love for life. And that's what helps. And that's how also I do my special work. And my special work that I do as the event energy conductor for events, I love doing that because I hold that space and hold that energy in different spaces to events. And it's not diving into people. It's not using people. It's not anything like that. It's connecting on a different way to the vibrational field of the energy in the room. And this is powerful to help the event to really connect. And I do that here at eWomen Network Phoenix chapter. I'm invited to be there to do that. And this is a beautiful thing. And you know what the beautiful part of this whole thing is? And I want to really tell you is that you are the conductor also. You're the conductor of your whole life. And being that is that you move it, you balance it, you manage it, and you change the form of energy. Powerful. So take a deep breath right now. Take that in, that you have that ability to do that. And as we move on to the next segment of the show, we're moving into, I promised you, releasing energy in 30 seconds or less. So I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Thank you, chat fingers, for being on. I see you. Thank you so much. I want you to take this deep breath in through your nose, out through split mouth. And one more time. And let it out. And just imagine as if you absorb this energy of clearing and cleansing, everything is moving out. All the energies that no longer serve you, that beautiful healing, balancing to stability is anchoring, locking, and sealing you here, right here with us right now. And we so appreciate you. Take another breath. Beautiful. And as you taking that deep breath and feeling great, I want to bring on this wonderful lady that will be on next week with us, Marisa. It's going to be coming on, and she's going to give you a spotlight moment right here and give you a golden nugget. So here she is.
Hi, beautiful souls. I'm Marisa Maggio Harrelson, founder of InspireMyChange.com, and I'm honored to be featured on EnergizeUtv, a powerful space for inspiration, energy, alignment, and high vibration. Angel Marie, thank you for sharing your beacon of light and for curating this platform that uplifts the frequency of humanity. Your passion is magnetic. Today, I'm sharing a golden nugget from my journey, your breath. It's your superpower. When life feels chaotic or overwhelming, come back to your breath. A simple pause, inhale peace, exhale tension. It can realign your nervous system and return you to presence. This one shift has been transformational in how I lead, parent, and grow a soul-centered business. Whether you're on the path of healing, growth, or leadership, remember your energy matters, your voice matters, and you're not alone. Thank you, Angel, for this amazing opportunity. I can't wait for you all to watch our full episode. Let's rise, shine, and align together.
Isn't she amazing? And you know what? Here is her information. So if you want to check her out before she comes on next week, here is her website. So just check it out right there. Take a deep breath as we move forward into the next segment. Take a deep breath. In fact, let's take some water because let's take some water because we're diving deep right into this. We're diving into the next segment, which is all about understanding energy and about the top question that I get asked about Reiki, which is, can we use it for food? And how is that with this? Is it just a spiritual trend? Which it kind of is getting to be a trend out there, isn't it? This Reiki thing. But in reality, yes, you can. And you know, I give Reiki sessions all the time. And yes, you can use Reiki with food. And it actually is a beautiful, natural way to nourish your whole being. Everything carries frequency, including what we eat, right? And when we infuse your meals, when we infuse our food with Reiki energy, you're not just feeding your body, you're calming your nervous system, you're supporting the deep digestion, and you're honoring the sacred act of nourishment. Oh my gosh. You know, science backs this up. It does. Its studies show that emotional and energetic states while eating affects digestion. It does. And it absorbs and it's overall wellness. And I really want to talk about that because for me personally, if you call me when I'm eating, I won't talk to you. I might answer and say, hey, I'm eating. Let me call you back because I don't want to eat your energy. And I might just love you like I love Veronica, right? And Mauricio. But you know what? I don't want to eat anybody's energy. So I want to eat in a calm way. It's like when I go to events also. You'll see that I'm in the back of the room usually eating because I don't want to eat with everyone's energy. So it makes sense, doesn't it? And science tells us this, that it does. So preparing your meal, when you're preparing it, you're getting it ready. Personally, I do, when I stir, I'm doing the shokure and the seiheki. I'm using the symbols into the food to infuse the food. So yes, you can infuse all of this. And you do want to say a blessing. For me, I teach my Reiki students I bless everyone that had anything to do with bringing this food to me and amplify that energy and blessings to everyone. And then increase the substance and the nutrients, to amplify the nutrients into the food. I do that every time I put my hands over the food. I don't care what people think. So is it like praying? It doesn't change the food. Now, science tells us this because I've investigated. It doesn't exactly change the food. It changes you. You start to salivate. You absolutely change your energy. So it's a great practice to bring back to presence, and that presence is powerful, and Reiki is powerful. So if you're ready to do what? Stillness isn't lazy, it's sacred. Reiki gives your nervous system permission to finally what? Exhale. And if you want to learn it, I teach level 1, level 2, and master. We do Reiki shares once a month. It's just beautiful. So if you're ready to learn, just reach out to me. I would love to teach you. So are you ready? Because you know what? I'm going to give you a quote right here that goes right in line. In fact, let's take a deep breath as we take a breath and a drink. Fabulous, fabulous. The quote is, visibility allows your frequency to be felt. Be the conductor of your own vibration, not a background note in someone else's song. Ooh, that was a pretty good one, wasn't it? Now think about how many times you don't want to be visible. When we're going to dive into the wisdom segment with the beautiful Veronica Bahn in just a few minutes, we're going to be going on to the next segment, and that is, oh, wait, we've got to stop right now because we have a commercial message. So here we go. We'll be right back after this message.
Traditional business cards are often lost or forgotten. This can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time and money. Java Logics offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
So go ahead and reach out to the amazing Preston and calendar. Okay, I'm so excited. In Canada, because he has a beautiful digital business card. Now let me tell you, click on my QR code right there. You will see mine. It's got a video, pictures. It is amazing, and you want yours. And remember to tell him what I sent you, so you get the angel discount. So here we go. Let's go on to the next. And what we're going to be talking about now is into the next segment, as I promised you that we would talk about the crystal of the week. And we always talk about the crystal because why? We have crystals within us. We also have elements and minerals within us also. So on this one, today we're going to talk about the clear quartz crystal. Now, it's one of my favorites is the clear quartz crystal. Now, why is it one of it? Because it's an amplifier. And people ask me all the time, what does it do? Well, I'm going to show you one of my favorite pieces. Now, this piece, I found this piece outside of Carefree, Arizona, when I was with a friend of mine and we were looking for crystals. And I found this piece. Look at this. It's really dirty. Yeah, this is how it comes, but it's a clear quartz. Very powerful. Now, I will also bring up the next clear quartz, which is right behind me, that sits all the time behind me. This one, DJ Camus, world-renowned, beautiful artist who painted this and many in my home, he's the one that gifted this to me. We do a meditation, and he does this heart meditation. It's on here in one of the episodes, and he can light that up with the meditation. I'm being serious. So clear quartz is an amplifier. So it's a really good one to have and to have with you, because a fun fact about it is that it's like a blank canvas for your intuition, because it can be programmed with your intention and helps you to receive clearer inner guidance. Often called the spiritual Wi-Fi, it amplifies your connection to higher wisdom, making a favorite for meditation, manifesting, and intuitive downloads. Now, it is also absolutely called the great amplifier, the energy, emotions, and especially healing intentions. We already know that meditation rewires the brain. We already know that increases energy, it creates new neurons, pathways, and that we understand all that. But this one will light up your meditation. So this crystal not only just amplifies, but this stabilizes frequency in tech. It can help stabilize emotional patterns, especially throughout your body where fear and anger are stored. So the meditation clear quartz is a frequency. It is a vibration. And I really encourage you to get a clear quartz. Play with the clear quartz. If it's too much, get rid of it, because it will really help the biofield. And we talked about the biofield and how that biofield is around you, and that's a circular loop. So get one today. You'll be really happy you do. And as we move to the next one, I'm going to be talking about the element, the mineral, and the metal, which is platinum today. And now we bring this up because we know that a spiritual fun fact about platinum is called the metal of higher consciousness. Its energy is said to align with divine frequency, helping you to clear energetic clutter, raise your vibration, and connect to your multi-dimensional guidance. Whoa! And many of light workers use it for protection, clarity, and activating soul level remembrance. Platinum is a rare mineral, precious metal, and natural element. One of the rarest in the earth, actually. and it's found in trace amounts in the earth crust, and it's higher consciousness on the moon and asteroids, and on the meteor impacts the site. Oh my gosh. And you know what? It's just great because we have it in what? Catalytic converters, electronic elements, and equipment, and in even dental tools. Holy moly, right? And yes, it is in the body. So I love talking about that. So I always bring that up because why? Because you are the energy conductor. You are that. And those elements, that's what puts us all together in the world, because the earth crust has all of these elements and it puts us all together. So really great. So I just love that. So I want to say thank you again for being here. And because I just love that I see you, and I celebrate each and every one of us. And I wouldn't be here unless it was for you. So thank you again. And as we move forward, I am so excited to bring on the beautiful, yes, Veronica Bahn. We're getting ready to bring her on. So here we go. There she is. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello, sunshine. How are you, Angel?
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. And you're just shining. I see that behind you. You got to shine.
I do. There you go.
Oh, I
I
love
plugged it
it.
in just for you and your show. So, no, but it's always there. So. And I
Thank
love
you.
that we talked about the crystal quartz. I just have to say, because I was having some tech issues and I put it in my office this morning.
You intuitively knew that it would help. Absolutely. And you know what, Veronica, we go way back, and I just adore you. But please tell people who you are.
Well, hello, everybody. Yes, we do go way back, Angel. And I love when we plant seeds with people and you never know when they're going to sprout in your life. And I love that we've come back around into each other's. I'm a native here in Phoenix. And so not only have I built a business of 38 years, but I have a beautiful marriage with my best friend, 36 years. I have three adult children and a 20-month-old granddaughter, and I have so much fun seeing her every month, non-negotiable. Every month we see her, and she lives in LA, so we either are going there or they're coming here. In fact, we just got back. We had a little sea time, and I have to have some vitamin C. I'm a Scorpio. I love the water, and I have to be around that that energy. It just helps clear my brain. And I love being close to the ocean. I love playing golf and pickleball. I play a little with my husband. And you and I met because I had ruptured my Achilles on a tennis court. Well, actually, this is when I knew you were a Reiki Master. We had met prior to that, and you'd called me, and we were having a conversation. I just moved into our dream home here in the beautiful mountains in Mesa, and you said, "Can I do a little Reiki energy on you?" And I thought, okay, because I hadn't become a Reiki master yet, but you were the catalyst that put me on that path of wanting to learn more. And you said, okay, I've created this field around you. It should be good for a week. And here I am with my foot up in the air. And you and I really didn't talk much. And that was about 2019. And then fast forward to 2025. And here we are. It's amazing. So, yes, I've really love being able to be in the valley. I love it here. Even, yes, when it's what, 119 degrees today? What the heck?
What does it really matter? It's so beautiful. And being reconnected on eWomen Network, and going to and being involved with that, knowing that you're the director of the chapter. So beautiful. And that we get to see each other all the time now and work together. It's
I
just
love
lovely
it.
when those light workers come together. So thank you so much for being here. And let's fast forward right now to the next segment, because we want to ask these questions, because I know that you have some wonderful, awesome golden nuggets to share with us. So here we go. Let's go to the first one, which you are not
Okay.
just the light. I love this quote. You are not just the light. You're the conductor of it. Visibility is an ego. It's energetic leadership.
Mm. There's so much truth in that statement. It's punched with so much power, right? Wow, visibility is an ego. You're back to your energy. Your energy is your edge.
Mhm.
People buy your energy, not your to-do list. And so being visible is not about vanity. It's where strategy and soul meet.
And you do that so well on your podcast. And it's the name of the podcast is
Be visible with Veronica.
yes, which is so wonderful because just like I said, you're not just a spark or the flame keeper. You're the matchstick. You light up people. You help people to be visible. And I love that about you. So let's tell the viewers, if being visible isn't about just taking up space, it's about conducting the energy that transforms it. Tell me about that.
Well, the story around the visibility piece really came from a conversation I had with my brother, who we lost in October. And from the time he was diagnosed to the time he transitioned, I say lost, he's not lost, he's around, but your viewers know what I mean. He said to me a year ago, July, holding my hand in his hospital bed, Veronica, women need to be seen and heard and loved. And you need to create a platform beyond what you're already doing. And he goes, I don't know what that looks like. And he said, that helps amplify women's voices, helps them. He says, what's your tagline? And I said, be so visible you can't be ignored. He goes, that's it. You have to help them. You have to light a path. And if you don't do that, then you're being selfish. And he's younger than me. And I'm like, I'm the least selfish person on this planet. What are you talking about? And he said, no, people need to find their light. They need to find a path. And it's up to you to initiate them into theirs, whatever that looks like. And it took me a while after his transition and he dying and all of the grief that you go through, you still go through, to figure out what that was going to look like. And when I decided to get really clear, I'll never forget, it was February 1st. I was at a beautiful women's retreat. I thought I have to take some time for myself. It was just a day event. And turned off all the devices, was really clearly present. And it took me a minute to unwind and get comfortable in this space and really seek me. What is it that I want? What is it that I'm looking for? How do I want? What are my non-negotiables in my life, with my family, with my business, with Veronica, and my relationship with my husband? What does the next 58 years look like? Like, what does this look like? And I came out of there. And that week, I met a gal who had a podcast studio. And many of my clients have either been guests on podcasts or they've had podcasts themselves. And the thing that I saw them do over and over and over again was put all this energy and effort into guests and all of these things. And I just kept thinking, I don't think they're doing it right, but it's their podcast. I'm just helping them in their marketing. But I met this gal who had a studio in town, and I thought it was going to be called Hello Sunshine. I went to her open house. I did a call with her 3 days later, and boom, I'm signing a contract. And this is April, and May 15th is my launch party, and we better get going with the people. But it became this story that promised to my brother this. And my daughter, who says, you've shown us, Mom, that 58's not too late. Like, how magical is that story? That we can keep moving forward in visibility and what that looks like. And I've used that tagline, be so visible you can't be ignored. In fact, it's trademarked for so long. And I thought, well, when is it going to be Veronica? It's time for Veronica. My brother says, you have to stop hiding behind all the things you say you do and all the hats you wear and all the roles you play. It's time for you to be Veronica Bahn. Your maiden name means lighthouse. Your married name means road 2.
There you go. Oh my gosh. And viewers, this is a writer downer. She said it I don't know how many times. Non-negotiable. I really would like you to take a moment, write this down, because when you get your non-negotiables, it will help you to do what? Be more visible. And I want to say thank you to the chat fingers that are on there. Jeannie, thank you for coming on. Alexi, It says your granddaughter is watching you now. Hi, Nas. That's beautiful. Alpha to Omega Conversations. One, love you, Alyssa. Thank you, everyone that's coming out. I so appreciate you for coming out. And I love this story because it's how you did. So, could you tell the viewers maybe one tip that, they might be feeling like, oh, and I went through it too. I went through it before I got on this TV show 7 years ago. To be seen. How do you get through that, Veronica? How do you step and say, okay, it's okay that they see me?
Well, okay, here's a golden nugget. The most magnetic woman in the room isn't the one with the best algorithm. It's the one who trusts her own light enough to let it be seen.
Can you give us maybe one tip to get me there? Maybe one,
Yes.
like
Surround yourself with people who believe in your light and see you from a bird's eye view, who can help you find your blind spots and who encourage you to go for it. Even if they think you're crazy, they encourage you to go for it. Get yourself out of the basket of those blue crabs. Do you know the blue crab story? So out in the sea, the fishermen capture these blue crabs. And every once in a while, one will climb to the top to get out. And you know what the other crabs do? They cut off its pinchers and its arms. So all that's left of this blue crab who's trying to get out of the top of this basket to rise, to shine, to lift, to amplify, whatever. Think of yourself in that term, in that visual. It just gets left there because it surrounded itself with all the other crabs that said, no, you can't go out and show yourself differently than the rest of us. So my advice to you is find the women in the room, the people in the room, the men in the room who belong in the front seat of your theater. And it's okay that some get locked out of the theater for a little while. It's okay. You can let them back in and give them a key. But who are your biggest fans, your cheerleaders, the people who encourage you and see you when you don't always see yourself and you need a reflection back? And I know we all love Chat GPT, and Chat GPT can tell us how amazing we are, but I'm talking about a human being who can sit in front of you and share or send you a text message or show up on a live podcast and say, I see you. I want to be there to support you, amplify you. And if you're in business together, it's not about competition. It's about collaboration. There's enough for everybody. So those are 2, 3. Get yourself out of the blue crab basket. Lock people out of theater if you need to. Give them a key later or hide it so they can find it later. And that's okay. And find the circle of people and friends who say, I'm all in, let's go, and always show up for you. Yeah, then show up for them.
Oh, and that's the key too. Always give back, show up for them. And I really see that. And I want to give you, I don't do this all the time. Yeah, I really don't. We're doing a mic drop. Bam! That was good. That was a major drop. And I want to say thank you to Barbara. I love that she just came on, and Ms. LLC, you just came on too, and for sharing, thank you so much. Jumping back, it's okay to see when energy is not there any longer. There's many different networking, and I'm going to bring that up because I've been in a lot of networking over this 20 years, 30 years that I've been doing this. And finding eWomen Network, especially the Phoenix chapter, those ladies, I walk in and I feel valued. They're clamoring, and I'm clamoring, what are you doing? What can I be? Let me look at my calendar. And that is the important part. Get in those rooms where they want to interact with each other, because that's when you're visual. That's when that happens.
I mean, I'd love the viewers to ask themselves, if they're entrepreneurs, what does it really mean to be energetically aligned in business? What does that feel like for you? Does it come from your heart? Does it come from your head? How do you show up? And the art of networking is about building relationships with people. And we've really been able to create this beautiful community. And we love that you come in as our energy conductor and you get the room ready. You set the energy correct. People feel it, Angel. They feel the community. And you know what's great is when the members are inviting guests to attend that are the right fit for the room. And I'm not running around trying to invite everybody. And I'm just the facilitator. You know, people will say, oh, you love having the mic and being in front of the room. I'm up there because I get to facilitate all the business conversations. I get to watch the room move. I get to watch the conversations happen. And it's such an honor and a privilege to have been the executive managing director for 3.5 years. It's such a lovely community. And even you sharing, so many people will message me every week, and I say so many because I think it's rare that somebody who heads an organization gets feedback that's unsolicited. I got a new client, or I had the best coffee chat, or I went and met this person for um, happy hour, or I really loved learning more about her business, or I just referred so and so, or my business is up XYZ, 2x, 10x year over year because of the people I've met in that community, and not just in our chapter, but all over. So thanks for sharing, letting us pour into that for a minute.
Yes, yes, and it's a give and take, and it's definitely there. And let's jump back. There's a study I really like out of 1994 that found that feeling seen and heard activates the vagus nerve. Now, we're talking. Well, a lot of people are talking about that vagus nerve system, and it promotes safety, connection, and emotional regulation. So, visibility supports the nervous system. So,
Isn't
tell me
that
about.
interesting?
So,
Well, didn't we grow up? We grew up, or I did, in an age where visibility was vanity. You had to be humble,
yeah,
and children were seen and not heard. And I love that we help our grandbaby be heard. Like, tell us more. What do you want to say? Share. Like changing that dynamic, breaking that chain, growing in our voices. And I think when we feel, my sister and I will talk about this, when we feel heard and seen, and it's not just verbal communication, it's in something we might have done. It's um, it, it literally when somebody says, I see you, like, doesn't that, I mean, let's just hold on to that for a second, 30 seconds. I see you today. Everybody who's watching us live or the recorded version, I see you. You matter. Your voice matters. Your power of yes matters. How you show up matters. And what does that do to your spine, right? Can you feel it in the back of your head, in your arms? Are you tingling?
powerful.
Powerful.
Very powerful. I love that. Yes. Can you give maybe, because I know that you work with a lot of people that are probably newbies coming onto your podcast, coming into the networking, and sometimes they ask, I don't know how to be. So
Mm.
when you talk to somebody and they want to be visual, what is a couple of tools, tips, things that you've given them that the viewers can take away, that they can do to be more visible, to understand that it's okay to shine your light?
That's a good one because, I help powerhouse women become so visible they can't be ignored. So somebody might be sitting there going, what's a powerhouse woman? And in my podcast, I interview entrepreneurs that are bold, strong startups or those 7, 8 figure earners, and they all have a commonality. And it was, I created this business because I found a need that helped me, and I saw a gap in XYZ with a product or a service that wasn't happening or not happening in the way I wanted it to show up or I needed for myself. And I just said yes. And I did not know where that was going to lead me. And here you are now. So, feeling that call to reclaim your clarity, to find your confidence, to spark the yes in you, you can have everybody around you telling you, I don't think that's a great idea. But what are you afraid of? You have faith or you have fear. You have moving forward, or you have being stagnant like a rock, creating, gathering moss and not moving anywhere and letting all the elements land on you. Like go be that for somebody else. I promise you, everybody here can create a ripple effect that creates a legacy, a generational legacy of wealth, of movement, of a humanitarian effort, a global reach. And I'm really proud that that's what the podcast has been able to do, much like what you've been able to do with Energize UTV and your awesome golden nuggets you share. And so if you're in the audience and you're live, or you're watching this on a recording and you're coming back and taking notes, what would the power of yes today, if you had a magic wand and you had the yes version of your life, what does that look like for you? And then put it out there. Go for it. Be your biggest cheerleader first. And I promise everybody else will follow, because they'll want to be around you, your energy, your vibe, your hello sunshine, which, by the way, I wanted to be the name of the podcast, but that's another story for another day.
Well, beautiful. And if you're a viewer, you're sitting in here just kind of leaning in going, it's time to get my story out. It's time to get what I do for a living out. You know what? Reach out and be on Veronica's podcast. Call me. Be on here. You don't have to be a 6-figure 7. It's not like that, right? I mean, it's not just for that. It's not just for entrepreneurs. Step out. Beautiful. I love this conversation, because there's so many studies that have come out that says that being present and visible to oneself enhances emotional and energetic balance. And we see that all the time, don't we?
I sure do. I have the opportunity to stand in front of a room or get on a phone call or a Zoom and see it every week.
Yeah. And the excitement that people go through because they have been in that place of visibility. And wow, if we could, let's before we go on to the free gift, let's go to give us one more thing that maybe they can get up in the morning and they can do that helps them to say, I want my story to be out, because well, you brought it up, Veronica. It's the legacy. We're leaving legacies right now. What are you doing, viewers? And how do you want to show up?
Well, I'm in the social media world, and so for those of you watching who may have a love-hate relationship, well, I guess if you're on, you could have a love-hate relationship with social media, but you're on, so you're here. You're one of the billion viewers watching YouTube, and you might be thinking, oh, somebody's already had that conversation. Somebody, I used to tell people all the time, let them, and then Mel Robbins wrote a book, so why does anybody need to listen to me now? So just think for a minute. How do you lead your legacy? And I start every morning in gratitude. I take a moment, I'll write in my journal, I'll listen to meditation. I get really clear on waking up in the morning and being thankful for being there and having the new day. And even when I'm feeling a little off, I still practice gratitude. And I'm fortunate that I have this amazing man in my life that I get to love on and say good morning to and have coffee with and start our morning together. Even when we're going to different directions, we're still together. So I love that. But for me, I try to focus on it's a good day to have a good day. And when you start your day in that space, I turn on happy vibe music. Hey, Alexa, play something good I need to listen to today. And she knows me so well now. She's playing all the fun things. It just raises that vibration, makes you feel amazing. If I know I'm going into a room of people, I put on that anthem, something you'll hear at a basketball game, or I just, I find a way to amp myself up. I'll go on walks, jump around, call somebody that is always a positive voice in your day. So there's so many different ways you can do reach outs to people. And then when it comes to your personal visibility, just be transparent in who you are. People want to know the real you. They don't want to see the edited version. It's okay to show them that because I've shown them that. I've had my headshot. I've been in books, like you said, the two-time best-selling. I've done a magazine article. I do that, but I also show up with me without makeup in Peru with a mosquito blanket over me, surviving in the jungle. Like I've shown up like that too. So don't be afraid in your product, your service, your business, or who you are. And the comment I got just this morning was somebody saying to me, every time I get on social, I see something negative I don't love. Well, guess what? It's because you spent more than 3 seconds looking at something, even if you didn't comment, even if you didn't engage in whatever it was, it's going to keep feeding it to you. So I don't watch the news. So what you feed your soul is what the circle, what you put around you. AI is the same. It'll keep giving you more of that. So if you don't love it, change what you're looking at, change who you're connected to. And I'm going to give you permission today. It's okay to block and unfollow people. Just
There
saying.
you go. There you go. Lock and unfollow. Just do it. Just do it. And make sure that you have those good boundaries. And you know what? This has been such a great conversation. But you know what? I would love to hear about your free gift as we wrap up right now. Tell us about it.
Okay, so here's the free gift. So I have created a visibility scorecard that will reveal your unique visibility strengths and where you're leaving impact and maybe leaving income on the table. You can take it now. You can take it from this link right here, the veronicabahn.com/visibility dash scorecard. It'll only take you 3 minutes.
Oh,
And so far, we've been testing it out, and people are loving the aha moments they're receiving from it. Um, so I hope that you're motivated to take it, reflect on what it shares with you, maybe what the next evolution of your leadership looks like. Where are you glowing? Where are you dimmed? You'll be surprised on what your results could be. There's 3 different categories how you show up. I'm not going to tell you what those are. You have to take the quiz, the survey
no,
to
no,
find
no,
out.
no. I want to be surprised. But thank you. Oh my gosh. I love it. And thank you for the free gift. And this is a wonderful conversation. Do you have any final words?
Final words. Well, do you have a final question?
I don't have a final question. No.
Just remember that when you say yes to be seen, people can find you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can, your soul is waiting for you to show up in a bigger way. That higher version of yourself has been sitting there yelling at you, going, "Hey, remember you said you were going to do this? This is how you said you were going to show up." Take the time to say yes, figure out what those rooms look like, figure out what that next big scary thing is you want to go do, and go do it. Your visibility is your vibe.
Beautiful. Oh, I love that. Your visibility is your vibe. If I had the mic, but it's on the floor, I'd be jumping in again. So thank you so much, Veronica, for being here today. Check it out. You have the email website. Get the free gift. Thank you so much again. And until I get to see you next time, thank you for being here. And we're going to say goodbye.
Bye,
Bye.
you guys. Have a great
Oh, and I cut her up. I didn't mean to cut her up. I didn't, but we're going to take it back right now and we're going to move on to what I said the last segment, which is the calibration, because I know that you want this calibration and we're going to calibrate and activate all of this energy that you just learned with this beautiful Veronica in this meditation. So I want you to take a deep breath. If you're ready for this transmission, I'm ready to give it to you with this vibrational field. So I want you to take a deep breath and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out. And take a moment to calibrate this vibration of frequency of love and light and healing. And as you bring in, and as we're anchoring, locking, and seal this energy with the fullest of joy and love, gratitude, I want you to breathe in the love and light healing, that beautiful abundance, beautiful spiritual growth that you're in right now in being here today. And take this in as you breathe deeply And imagine this infinite energy wave that's flowing through you of abundance, clearing, cleansing, wellness, to the relationships, how we serve and show up to others, really stepping into the great health and really putting out there as we breathe in and transmute and calibrate this energy, those little tasks we do out throughout the day that they're just so easy. They're just so easy what we're doing. And they just become so easy. But knowing this, breathe this in this energy to every cell nuclear, to every system, to every organ, to every DNA and RNA in your body, and let it calibrate, ignite your vibration to see, perceive, to nurture your life in a different way. And as this transmission is moving through, taking that deep breath, relaxing, releasing, I want you to take a memory picture of your nervous system and how it feels right now to be in that place. And take a deep breath now. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. And you know what? I would love to give you a free gift. And then in that free gift right here, right now, go ahead and hit that QR code. I'd like to get to know you. So get on my calendar for 15 minutes. Love to get to know you and really connect to you. And thank you for the chat fingers. Everybody's saying thank you. I really appreciate that, ladies. Very beautiful that you're coming on. And you know what? Next week we have, every week at 11 o'clock, I come on, and you want to catch this Wisdom Waves with these beautiful guests from all over the world, because this isn't just a show. It's a movement. It's a global impact. And next week, we're going to have the beautiful Marisa, and you got to see her earlier. She's going to be on next week. So take a moment to put this in your calendar, put it on a timer every week that you're going to watch to get energized and to get inspired and with hope and ease and grace. And you know what? Until I get to see you next time, change your mindset, ignite your energy, and shine on. And stay with me as we do this, because we're going to sing it out right now. And please, listen to the words. I wrote this song with you in mind. Feel how you can shine and shine on. Here we go.
Ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart. Let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want. Show them what you got. Take it to the top. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Looking for the answers, seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, always give back. Glowing like a star, show them who you are. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
You're the secret, you're the answer. You know who you are. Look within you, breathe and focus. You're a shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on.
Here we go, here we go.
Don't you worry, don't you fake it, be just who you are. You're the answer to the question, you're that shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Now that you can see all that you can be, breathe into your heart. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine.
Take Thank you so much for playing. Until I get to see you next week on Energize.